Hi, I'm Pastor Jean Danielle, the Anglican and United Church Chaplain at McGill University and the Youth and Young Adult Coordinator for the United Church of Canada's Montreal and Ottawa Conference, and I'm here to answer your questions about faith, religious people, or religious practices. And today's question comes from Catherine in New York, who wonders, what's going on with those white collars, and why do some priests and pastors wear them and others do not? I know that most Catholic priests wear them, but you're not Catholic. Excellent question. What I'm wearing right now is called a Roman collar or a clerical collar or a clergy collar, and it is simply a white collar that goes with my black shirt, and in many parts of the world makes people realize that I am a pastor or priest, which is exactly what I hope it would do and why I wear it. An important question, of course, is what does the Bible have to say about this? And the answer, for better or worse, is the Bible doesn't say anything about it at all. When the Bible doesn't require or forbid something, we have a special word for that, adiaphora, which is loosely the Greek meaning. Yet the tradition for most of Christian history has been that those who are full-time dedicated to the church, such as priests, pastors, monks, and nuns, have always looked distinct and different from everybody else, in the same way that any other line of work often has its own distinctive dress, so that people can identify you and know what you're doing and who you are. Like all fashion, clergy fashion has changed over time, but unlike most fashion, clergy fashion has tended to change very slowly. This look more or less goes back to the mid-1800s, for example. Before that, in most Protestant traditions, clergy dressed like this, and in the Catholic tradition, often like this. The distinctive white collar with black shirt look first developed in the Presbyterian Church of Scotland and eventually spread to the Church of England, then to other Protestant traditions, and after Vatican II in the 1960s to the Roman Catholic Church. So there are a few kinds of collars, just on a logistic or fashion level. What I'm wearing right now is called a neckband with a collarette. The collarette is this black part that makes it look like it has a white notch, and I can actually take it off just like that, and now I have a solid white neckband, which is often called a dog collar because it looks like a flea collar. And this style is very popular in the United States with Episcopal clergy, although the style of collar doesn't actually necessarily match somebody's denomination. And this itself comes off simply by undoing a pin in the back of my shirt and in the front of my shirt. So you see there's a pin right there that goes in a hole right here in my black shirt, and then I have a similar pin on the back. That's one style. Another style is called the tab collar, which is simply a black shirt where you stick in a white tab to get the same look. Also available are things called Janies or Dickies, which create the look of wearing a shirt under a sweater or a dress without having to wear the whole shirt. As far as what kinds of traditions or denominations Christian clergy come from who wear clergy collars, and what kinds of ministries we do, the answer is in fact really diverse. While collars are very common for Roman Catholic priests, they don't always wear them in their ministries, and they're also very common in the Episcopal or Anglican traditions. There are other traditions such as Lutherans, Presbyterians, Methodists, Congregationalists, who vary by region, by church, by personal preference as to whether or not they wear them, and other traditions like Baptist, Pentecostal, or Disciples of Christ, where it's much more rare, but is still allowed and frequently happens. I, for one, choose to wear my collar because it's an opportunity to be a visible presence of the ministry of Jesus Christ in the community I serve. As I walk around McGill's campus and in downtown Montreal, people see me and they actually walk up to me with their prayer requests, with their needs, with their questions, and it's a wonderful opportunity in my life to do my ministry and to be visibly present for the community. I have seen clergy collars at dances, at marches, at protests, at soup kitchens, wherever those of us who work in the ministry want to make the presence of God known and visible in the lives of those around us, we find that it is a helpful reminder of what we're doing. It's not as important as what we're doing, but it helps us remember what we're doing and helps others know why we're there. If you have any questions, big or small, about religious people, religious practices, or religion, feel free to email me at the address on your screen.